let's go ahead and roll the last clip that we have. Can we do that, please?
Her 11th birthday. Hard to believe there's a little girl under all this. Pretty one, too.
Did you ever have a baby?
Yes, I did. I had a little girl.
Where is she?
She's gone. Yes, I'm not going to end up like those others. You'll take care of her, won't you? I can handle myself. Where you want it?
These people are dead, Burke! Would you have any idea what you've done here? Wonderful that they nail you right to the wall. You're not gonna freeze your way out of this one. Right to the wall.
Oh, okay.
Misunderstood.
Still is. Hi, everybody. This is so cool. This is like the first time we've all seen each other I mean, really, maybe since it opened. I don't know. Jeanette.
It is so awesome.
Thank you for bringing us all together. And of course, Monsieur over there. Very good.
At least he's not attacking us.
Not yet. Not yet. We have to answer what he wants us to say.
Oh, well, I'm fanboying out right now. I just want to say that. I moderated a panel 2 years ago with Stan Lee, and I was actually crying for joy on stage when he was there, and I've always been a fan of yours, so if my voice starts to waver, if I pass out, please excuse me. Okay, so, thank you for being here, first of all. You've been fabulous. So, in terms of the questioning, I would like to start out with, I understand that you were not fond of guns. In Aliens, you were very, very convincing, wielding a pulse rifle or two. How did you overcome that dislike of weapons ethically and mentally from that standpoint?
Well, I think Hicks was a very good teacher. But you know, I'm a little embarrassed to say this. It sounds like I don't prepare, which I do try to do. But I was very busy, and I had 5 days off between movies, and I had read the script. But I'd read it, you know, it's such an experience, and I'd read it like this, you know? And I hadn't maybe read all the stage directions, and it really wasn't until I got on the set, I think it was really the first week, and it's suddenly a huge paragraph, which I shouldn't have skipped, all about the guns, and how I wielded these guns, and I was very big on gun control, and I was so just caught unawares by the Cameron approach to this movie. It was very, you know, high-powered, every kind of gun you can imagine that he designed himself. And my favorite moment, you just saw the clip, was this moment where I had to shoot blanks with the machine gun at the stuntmen who were the aliens, I had to flame the aliens who were dummies, and I had to shoot bazookas at some other group. And I'm just astonished. We would do these long takes that I didn't flame the actual stuntmen and shoot blanks at the dummies. You know, they trusted me so completely, I could have murdered everybody.
That would have been a bad day on the set after murdering everybody, most definitely. Sigourney, what we're going to do is we're going to interlace questions to you with the questions from the tweeting audience for some of the other actors here. At Roberts1Carey for Paul Reiser, is it true your mom cheered your death scene?
How many of us don't feel misunderstood? It was my sister. She actually punched me in the chest. Up to the screening, we had gotten along very well for years. She said, "Ow, you monster!" Boom! I had no idea she was that powerful, and I had to remind her it was fictitious. And misunderstood. And look, she lived. She's fine. Carrie is fine.
You really tried to kill all of us, though.
Again, tried to accidentally wasn't paying attention to some of the safety precautions.
Misunderstood. That's a new T-shirt actually for you, Paul Reiser. Misunderstood. Sigourney, in Hollywood, there is an often repeated caveat, which is never work with children or animals. Now, you proved them all wrong with your on-screen chemistry with Carrie Henn, which I would have to say, in my opinion, ranks as one of the best adult and child actor relationships ever filmed on screen. Could you please elaborate for us about the on and off screen bonding process that you had with Carrie?
Well, you know, here was this dear, angelic, beautiful little girl who I do remember meeting before we shot, with this beautiful little English accent, and then they covered her with grime and slime and just, you know, and I have to say that I think we were very lucky. I just think we bonded immediately because I don't know, it was just one of those things, and yeah. And, well, she was so terrific, too, and how could you not, you know, have wonderful chemistry? But it was one of those very lucky things that, you know, when you carried around someone with your flamethrower in the other hand for days on end, you get very close.
So everyone should carry around a child with a flamethrower for days on end to have the bonding process, most definitely. Okay, another tweet from @MonkeyDog. Oh, I'm not going to say the rest of this name. Anyway, it's a part of anatomy. For everyone, thank you all for entertaining us for all these years. Did you get to keep any props? Starting with Mark Rolson, we'll come on down. Did you keep any props, sir?
Yes, I got to keep my hat, my vest, my gloves, and my ex-wife threw them away. I kept them in my living room in my house in England with the bust of my acid burn cast, and many years later, a guy offered me like $100,000 for those props, and I called my ex-wife up and, "Hey, Sal, you happen to have those?" And she assured me that she had tossed them in the trash. She's a great lady.
Where you go?
The only thing I kept were the dog tags, and some fan wrote me from high school, and she said, "All of my friends are taking characters from Aliens, and I'm playing you." And I was just so moved by it that it was a girl and she was playing me that I sent her my dog tags. So that was it.
The bromance is just too much for me.
Still going.
Jeanette.
And I can't really remember, but I think it was the bandana and the dog tags.
Okay. Bill?
I had a little tin of old
old Holborn that Terry English, the armor who painted all our tunics and stuff, he had painted it in camouflage with the name Hudson on it. We were all into hand-rolled cigarettes then. Virginia.
Is that what they call them? Sorry, just kidding.
We were breathing so much toxic smoke on the set, it was like, hey, they'll light them up.
Michael.
I got a call one day from a disabled little girl from Bangladesh, and
Why are you trying to top my story, Mike?
no, I wasn't smart enough. I didn't keep anything.
Lance.
I have the original script I got with all my notes, all my fatuous notes, endless notes, and it got very simple after that, you know. Anyway.
Paul.
Saying in an earlier panel today, I was the only, I didn't have any props. Everybody had these guns. And I decided I was going to go there. I thought it was kind of funny to have my little notebook, my little, what was the word? It was Filofax. The Filofax. It was 1985. They had Filofaxes.
You didn't keep that LL Bean vest? That LL Bean vest?
Yes. But I remember, and that was a choice. I was going to carry this. I thought it would be kind of absurdly stupid that they had all this stuff. And the day before we established that, Jim Cameron pulled me aside and said, think really hard if you want to commit to this notebook, because you're going to carry it for 3 months. I said, well, let's try it, and maybe Bert, loses it in the bathroom or something like that. But that was my only prop, and I sent it to Michael's child in Bangladesh. Everything she writes these lovely memos to Rico saying, I like you better than both of them apart.
Carrie, anything?
Well, I kept asking James Cameron if I could have things. Can I have this? Can I have this? As a 9-year-old, I had no shame. And he just kept saying, no. No. I know, right? Heartbreaking. I do have my script still. There's no notes, just my name. I had written it in perfect little 4th grade handwriting. I still have, at one point, Ripley finds in my nest the picture of me. And it was like supposed to be 3D, but I don't think it actually showed up right. But the dress I'm wearing in that, I was allowed to keep. And then oddly enough, because, sorry to everybody else here, but Hudson was like, he saved me in the med lab, And so I was talking to the set design, the costume designers, and I was saying something, I'm like, really weird. I liked the little skull and crossbones that you had. And so they made one for me, so I still have it in my little keepsake thing.
Aww,
and I did
I'll give you $50,000 for that dress.
I'm a struggling public school teacher. I will take you up on that $50,000. When would you like to meet?
Do I hear 55?
We'll go higher if you'd like to. Actually, no, it's priceless. It's for my children in case I'm ever destitute, and then maybe they can sell them to me.
Gotcha. Scotty, we'll get to you in 1 second, but we have a special guest who's about to ask a question. Can we get a spotlight on Mr. Danny Glover?
Thank you. And Bill Paxton, I just wanted to ask you, do you ever feel like you're getting too old for this shit?
Great to see you.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you, sir. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Glover. Thank you.